I think one of the things that geologists and the study of Earth, geology is the study of Earth, has to contribute is a sense of time. And this is a very sobering place really to think about time, where you see the evidence that people were living here and farming this delta about 1,000 years ago. Seems like an immense amount of time. How many generations ago was that? These people 1,000 years ago farming, making a living, going in and out of the canyon, hunting, and living and dying here in this place, Nankoweap Canyon, Nankoweap Delta. And then to the geologist, you look back farther in time and you see layers that have different evidence in them. There's no granaries, there's no people, but you see fossils, you see evidence for trilobites, early forms of life. You see the emergence of land plants up there in the red sandstones in the Pennsylvanian. You see the early fish, the first early fish that exist on Earth showed up below the major cliff, below the Redwall limestone cliff in the Devonian. So geologists can piece together this history, this deep time, and yet we're only going back about 500 million years here. So one of the hardest things about Grand Canyon is to understand, and about geology really, is to get the time frames in your mind. And another major thing is, well, what about this river? This river was here when the Anasazis were farming, but this river was not here when these stories were unfolding, the stories of the layers. So maybe the most basic concept in terms of the Grand Canyon is that the stories told by the rocks are very old. Then the river carving the canyon is quite young, geologically. And then, of course, human history comes in once the canyon is carved. So it's an old canyon with it's a young canyon with old rocks in the walls and still younger stories superimposed inside the canyon.